The Lumber Room by Saki, the last part of the short story. Now we know Nicholas and Aunt, they have been in conflict, but Nicholas is clever enough to defeat his aunt in every conflict. And he also enters much protected lumber room and does not know it. Now, in this last part of the short story, Nicholas and Anne meet again. Where? At the gooseberry garden. Now, Aunt, you know Aunt is still in the gooseberry garden and she calls Nicholas' name repeatedly to find him out. Finally, Nicholas comes out of the lumber room and directly goes towards the gooseberry garden. Now, this is the setting. The auntie is in the gooseberry garden. Nicholas is outside the garden. Now, you know there are two gates. Nicholas standing, moving here and there. Two gates, but he does not go in. Right. Now, what has happened here? Now, let's go back to the story again to read that part. Who's calling? He asked. Now, Nicholas is outside, but Nicholas knows it is his aunt's voice. It is his aunt's voice. Nicholas knows that. But he does not show it. He pretends that he does not know that voice. Therefore, he questions, who's calling? Me. And says, me. Came the answer from the other side of the wall. Didn't you hear me? I've been looking for you in the gooseberry garden. Underline. These words. Now the auntie is in trouble. In a serious trouble. What is the trouble? When she is going looking for Nicholas in the gooseberry garden, she accidentally falls into a rainwater collecting tank. Rainwater collecting tank. Right? But luckily there is no water in it. Now auntie is very lucky, fortunate, because there is no rainwater. Therefore, their life is safe. Her life is safe. The sides are slippery. Side means walls. The cement walls of the rainwater tank are slippery. Therefore, she cannot come out. I can't get out. Now she needs Nicholas's help because he is the one and only nearby support. Therefore, she gives him an order. What is the order? Fetch the little ladder. Bring the little ladder from under the cherry tree. Nicholas, There is the small ladder under the cherry tree. Bring it and take me out. These words, actually, this is really a command. Command, not a request. Her tone is commanding tone, but she must have used a requesting tone. My dear Nicholas, please bring the ladder and take me out. But she does not speak in that way. She orders, fetch the little ladder from the cherry tree. But Nicholas does not care these words. He knows the aunt is in a trouble. This is the moment to hurt his aunt. This is the moment to take some revenge from this woman. Then Nicholas, in a tamed or low tone, careless tone, he says, I was told I wasn't to go into the gooseberry garden. Aunt told me not to go there. Nicholas said promptly, quickly. Promptly means quickly. Right. Now, Nicholas is determined not to go into the gooseberry garden because he knows that if he goes there, he should help his aunt. He does not want to help this woman. Right. Then aunt again says, I told you not to. Yes, Nicholas, I told you not to come. But now I tell you can come now. You may come now. Now she changes her prohibition. She offers permission. She gives Nicholas permission to come into the gooseberry garden. Actually, Nicholas does not want her permission to come into the gooseberry garden. Now, Nicholas entered the lumber room without her permission. In the same way, he can come into the gooseberry garden if he likes, because he is a talented, skillful, tactful boy. He can do anything if he wants. But this time he does not want to go there. Now Nicholas is very opportunistic. Note it down, opportunistic. Taking the chance. He takes the chance of the moment. What is it? Your voice doesn't sound like aunt's. Now Nicholas says, your voice is not like my aunt's voice. Your voice is not like my aunt's voice. Actually, this is a lie. This is a lie. Nicholas pretends not to identify this voice. Underline, you may be the evil one tempting me to be disobedient. These are very important words from Nicholas. Nicholas says, the woman in the rainwater tank is an evil person. What is the idea of evil person? Bad person, wicked person. Not human, inhuman. The woman in the rainwater tank is not my aunt. You are the wicked person who tempts me, makes me. Tempt means simply means making or persuading. Compelling me to be disobedient, a bad boy. Now, what is the idea? Nicholas means that it is his aunt's evil qualities. It is his aunt's evil qualities that make him bad boy. Serious comment. Nicholas knows that. Nicholas is disobedient bad boy because aunt is also disobedient and bad. She does not show any love to these children. Aunt often tells me that the evil one tempts me. Now aunt often tells me that I listen to the evil one. The evil one compels me. And I always yield. I always listen to him. Yield means agree or listen. But this time I am not going to yield. This time I am not going to listen to you. Now aunt is in serious trouble. It is clear that Nicholas is not going to help him because he says, I am not going to yield, listen, or agree, or follow you. Then aunt says, don't talk nonsense. Now, whatever Nicholas speaks, it is a nonsense to this aunt. Now, you know that frog story, the frog story, it was also nonsense, right? Now, this story of evil one is also nonsense. Whenever Nicholas tells the truth, it is a nonsense to this woman because she is not ready to accept it. She is very proud, arrogant woman. Elders are very proud and arrogant. They never listen to you. They think they are always correct. Even your father and mother are the same. Even your teachers are the same, except for me. I am not in that group. Right? Set the prisoner in the tank. Now aunt is the prisoner. Right? Nicholas is outside. Only Nicholas can save her now. Therefore, Nicholas is very powerful now. Aunt is weak and helpless. You understand? In other situations, aunt is very powerful. Nicholas is weak. But now Nicholas can control aunt as he likes. Now aunt gives the same command. Go and fetch the ladder. Fetch means bring. Go and bring the ladder. You know ladder that you can climb up. Ladder. Right. Now, what is next? Nicholas does not go to bring the ladder. He has some other business here. What is this some other business? Now Nicholas changes the subject to something else. Change in subjects, topics. Nicholas learns from this woman. Because whenever situation is very bad for this woman, not beneficial, she changes the subject. Likewise, Nicholas also changes the subject. Nicholas has a question. What is the question? Will there be strawberry jam for tea? Now, Nicholas questions the aunt. Strawberry jam question. Strawberry jam question. Right. What is the effect or use of this question? Why does Nicholas ask this question? Nicholas has a reason. Nicholas wants to know this the answer to this question from the aunt herself. From the aunt herself. Nicholas wants to know that if this woman is a liar or truthful person. If this woman is a liar or a truthful person. This question will decide it. Therefore, this question is very important to Nicholas. But Anne does not know the reason for this question. She is innocent. She foolishly says a positive answer. What is it? Certainly there will be. Aunt says, yes, Nicholas, there is strawberry jam. There is strawberry jam for tea. But Aunt privately, secretly resolved in thinking that Nicholas should have none of it. But Aunt, you see this wickedness, this evil nature of this woman. Now she wants Nicholas's help. To that help, Nicholas wants some strawberry jam. But Aunt decides not to give strawberry jam after Nicholas' help. You see how ungrateful. This is her nature. But Nicholas knows the fickle nature, falsehood of his aunt. Now Nicholas says, now I know you are the evil one and not my aunt. Underline. Now Nicholas confirms, surely mentions that the woman in the rainwater tank is not his aunt. Actually, Nicholas does not believe this woman to be his aunt. Nicholas always believes this woman is an evil one, not a kind aunt. Right? She is so much bad, evil to the children. Shouted Nicholas gleefully, happily. Now, Nicholas is very happy, gleeful, because aunt accepts that she is a liar. She is not a truthful woman. Why? When we asked aunt for strawberry jam yesterday, Nicholas says, yesterday we wanted strawberry jam. We means other children. We wanted strawberry jam yesterday. We asked for it, but aunt said there was no jam. There was no jam. She said there wasn't any. I know there are 4 jars. 4 jars simply means containers or bottles. I know there are 4 jars of it in the store cupboard because I looked. Now, Nicholas has already found out the aunt is hiding strawberry jam from children. She is hiding strawberry jam in the cupboard. While hiding jam, while keeping jam, she says no, no jam. She's a liar. Nicholas says, you know, the evil one in the tank, you know it, but she doesn't. But my aunt does not know because she said there wasn't any. Now you see Nicholas' logical nature. He logically mentions the woman in the rainwater tank is not his aunt because she knows about strawberry jam. My aunt does not know anything about strawberry jam. Oh, devil, you have sold yourself. Finally, Nicholas sarcastically says, you are caught. You are caught. Aunt, you are caught. You are a liar. You are an evil one. You do not care for your children. You do not give the children what they like. You are not a kind aunt, woman. Therefore, I don't help you. You see, Nicholas is somewhat hard-hearted, but Nicholas can't help it because that is the way aunt has brought him up and other children too. That is the way the aunt has brought him up because she has never told them to be sensitive. She has never taught them to be good-hearted. She has never taught them to be loving, kind-hearted, right? Therefore, these children are like her. She is hard-hearted. These children are also hard-hearted, right? They have learned everything from this woman. Bad parenting. These children are brought up in a very bad way. Now aunt enjoys. Aunt takes the punishment. Aunt takes the punishment. Now Nicholas goes away. There was an unusual sense of luxury. Some luxury, happiness, delight, unusual happiness in Nicholas's heart. Why is he happy? Because he has been able to talk to an aunt. This is the first time he talked to an elderly woman, aunt, as one was talking to the evil one, as one was talking to a very bad person. Because Nicholas has criticized her character now. Therefore, he is very happy. But Nicholas knew, Nicholas understood, a child is discernment. Child is realization. Discernment means understanding. Child is understanding that such luxuries, such delights, happinesses should not be overindulged in, should not be overenjoyed. Overindulged means overenjoyed. It should be limited. There should be a control of enjoying such happiness. Otherwise, there will be pain. Nicholas knows that. He walked noisily away. Nicholas went away making some noises to impress his aunt, to let his aunt know that he is going away. Now you know what happens to this woman. It was a kitchen maid. Kitchen maid, the servant in the kitchen, cooking woman, kitchen servant. She comes to the gooseberry garden in search of parsley. Parsley means some leaves, some spice. Who eventually, finally rescued means saved, rescued the aunt from the rainwater tank. You know, after 30 minutes, or 30 or 35 minutes, this kitchen maid comes into the gooseberry garden. Until then, this woman has been there for a long time. You know what happens if this kitchen maid did not come? The aunt would be a dead woman. You see, Nicholas' punishment on this aunt is very, very serious. It's really a physical and mental punishment. mental and physical punishment. But aunt gives only mental punishments, but Nicholas' punishment on this aunt is both mental and physical. It's very serious in that way. Then that gooseberry incident or conflict between aunt and Nicholas at the gooseberry garden comes to end. Now all key events of the short story, all key conflicts between the protagonist and the antagonist, Nicholas and aunt, come to end with this action. Come to end with this action. Okay, that is the end of that part.